Those suckers in Beijing aren't buying like we thought they would. You know they have a knockoff there that actually translates to flake of the golden corn that is most harmonious for all families? What can I do to help? I leaned over his desk and steepled my hands under my chin. Force of habit. I don't know. Don loosened the knot of his tie. He had a bit of extra flesh around the neck. No one in this country wants breakfast anymore. They don't even want to sit down together. Now it's all protein bars and shakes, and we're doing what we can with that, but honestly, it's not going to hold the line for long. Heck, people don't even trust milk these days. He ran a hand through his hair. What I'm saying is, this organization doesn't know how to move itself forward. We need a new angle. Something that can put us back at the center of the morning. Triple T is pretty long in the tooth. Triple T. Tony the Tiger. Is there brief documents you'd like me to review? Don shook his head. I'm thinking 4 weeks. That should be enough time. We'll give you a corporate card. 4 weeks to do what? Doesn't matter. Talk to some moms, go surfing, Don said. If you've got any idea how to solve the problem, I'll sign off on it. This doesn't sound like a real job, I said dumbly. I suppose that depends on your definition of real. Don considered the papers on his desk. I'm reaching the end of my rope here. The past few years, we've burned through 4 different agencies on my say-so, and I've got nothing to show besides a lot of bad numbers. I got maybe another quarter before the board drops the hammer, so I won't pretend like this is anything other than what it is, which is a long shot. At this point, I've tried options A through Y. An awkward silence passed between us. Don hadn't called me because he wanted to work together again. He'd called because he was desperate, and he assumed I was too. The budget's still mine for the time being. I figure, what's either of us got to lose? I might have been offended if he wasn't basically right. If you're uncomfortable with this, say so. I'd understand. I just thought you might need the break. No, I started. I mean, yes. Whatever I can do for you, you've got it. Call this an overdue apology, Don said. You know why we had to stop working together? And then he looked tired. His features sort of sagged. But that's not to say you didn't do a damn good turn first. I wouldn't bring you in if I didn't think you could do it again. Chain hotels have a limited number of architectural footprints. Visit 5 or 6 and you visited them all. The one I checked myself into in Columbus is no exception. It's the condo-flavored variety, with a lobby full of leather couches and aerodynamic glass-top tables. I used to live out of hotels when I first started working, which was a big deal for me. I'd never really stayed in hotels on family vacations or anything like that. The crisp bed sheets, the folded toilet paper end, the plastic wrap on the water glasses. They gave me the same feeling I got waking up to a fresh snowfall. I asked the concierge for detailed instructions about the gym on the 2nd floor and the deck on the roof. While he's telling me about how the restaurant menu was designed by some culinary so-and-so, I imagine how I'm really going to do the things he's describing. Exercise, swim, relax. The concierge gives me the standard business or pleasure, and I tell him mostly the former. When he asks what I do, I explain that I'm a consultant. Got a buddy from high school who's doing that, he says. I decline the offer of help with my duty-free bags. In 1990, a homeless man told me to bring back the red M&M. I was returning from a long weekend, waiting at a train station for a badly delayed connection. I went outside to smoke a cigarette, back when that was my drug of choice, and there was this guy. He had face tattoos and a backpack, and was tearing open a packet of peanut M&Ms. It was pure dumb coincidence that I worked for an advertising agency on their Mars Masterfoods account. I suppose I was either ambitious or bored, but for whatever reason I asked the guy how he felt about his snack. He said they weren't worth a damn since the red ones stopped getting made. In 1992, driven by triple-digit growth in North America confectionery sales, Mars posted its largest profit in 2 decades. I made the cover of the New York Times magazine. I still have it framed somewhere. Meet the kid who took Mars from red...